Yes, I want to. We'll start with the last point of this chapter. That is SVG. That is scalable vector graphics. Am I audible to everybody now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everybody. Is everyone
Yes,
getting
sir.
my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now SVG. Now Canvas we have completed. Canvas was focusing on using a JavaScript as a language, but here we in scalable vector graphics we need to know some basic things which may be asked in your examination, and as a general information about animation and all those things, we need to know what exactly the scalable vector graphics, that is SVG, stands for. Now SVG in short we call it as a scalable vector graphics. It's a graphic format in which graphs are specified in XML. So this thing you have to keep in mind, the shapes are specified in XML format. The XML is then rendered by the SVG viewer, and today most of the web browsers can display SVG just like image we see, that is PNG, GIF, or JPG, that is animated images that we see. On same parameter, you will see that SVG files are been supported for the purpose of advertisement nowadays. Now, SVG, when we talk, it is just a two-dimensional vector graphics. You have to keep in mind it is just a two-dimensional. 3D is not there. And for the purpose of three-dimensional format, the lookup, that is X3D new format is available as far as extended version of SVG is concerned. Now, as far as SVG is concerned, you should keep in mind that it is just a two-dimensional vector graphics. That is, you can see only two-dimensional animation effect. Just I want to show you one simple animation, like one simple animation, so that it will be very much clear in front of you. Small, I will show you on a live, what you call as a tutorial, and we'll go for animation. And you see just like this type of animations are available. So this type of animation is feasibly made by using SVG. Now, for that purpose, what is required for a student is that we should know what exactly the vector graphics is. So, being a vector graphic, that is being a vector graphic format, SVG is mostly useful in vector type diagrams. Now, what is exactly the vector type diagrams? You have to keep in mind. Vector type diagram is what? A two-dimensional graphics in X and Y coordinates. So, we have to look into X and Y coordinates only. Then columns like chart and pie charts, basically you see nowadays the pie charts and different types of charts are available for displaying some effect. So that type of things can be done with the SVG. And scalable icons and logos for websites, tables, and mobile apps are being created using. So logos creation, if you want to do design logo using your HTML, using your XML, for that purpose, it is basically being called for the scalable vectors. The architectural and design diagrams that we see, that you want to display on websites that are being created, so etc. These are the four basic things for what purpose we are using this SVG in a real life scenario. Is it there clear to you that there everywhere we have to use an X1 and Y coordinates for the two-dimensional diagrams? Basically charts and pie charts, logos and icons are being specified over this. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I want to show you one Ubuntu. I have downloaded one small code, and I want to specify that how it will be using for promoting Ubuntu as open source operating system. So a small set of code is been available with us, and we'll go for executing that code, and this will be made available for you, so that you can understand what exactly the implementation of this is there. So see, a small frame is been set, and when I click on this reload, so your fast, how fast is your, and see automatic the animation effect is looking in front of you. So stop, the timing is also there, and here the animation effect has been shown for the Ubuntu. This is nothing but a small ad of Ubuntu that is being displayed frequently. You will see on a Facebook or any some social media where small set of code is executing parallelly on the right hand side or left hand side. So it is just a ready-made content we have to create. And when I go for view source, you see the source of code. It is just about a circle and containing different types of paths. So see, there is nothing. It is just a div tags. SVG is been written, and into SVG we are setting some things, so a small set of code, and this is nothing but what exactly the animation effect is going on. So this is nothing but a SVG, a single set of code that has been written, and the whole code is written within that. So this is what is expected when we are executing an application like this. So we'll move for the content exactly what is there and what we are expecting as a student. So being a vector graphics format, the shape to be displayed are stored as vector or vector like structure. And in other words, a number, not as a pixel. So you'll see in this output that it is basically a number like code is been defined, and this number like code is for the purpose of execution. So word as number live code is there, and there is no pixels been specified over here. There is no pixel, so it will become very difficult for a developer to use this SVG. That's why it is not that much feasibly used. Canvas has taken the place of SVG, but as a student, we should know what exactly the SVG is and how it is being used. Now, being scalable means that a viewer can scale the SVG image. That means it can stretch the image up to and down size without losing the quality. So you see in this animation effect, I want to specify that you see the images, this is just an image, and see it is zooming in and zooming out, it is moving, not changing the quality of the image. So effect is going on, but this is no effect on your image quality. So this is actually nothing but a SVG, what is expected. There is possible because the graphics and defines a number with instance of pixels, and scaling the SVG images up and down just means multiplying or dividing the number defined by the SVG shapes. So you are not working with the pixels, but you are working with the number, and that number will be helping you to zooming in and zooming out the images. If you're concerned about the quality of the image, then you are expected to move towards SVG. The SVG is not ideal for bitmap images. So it is not, you cannot use this for the photos, movies, etc. Although you can embed bitmap images in a SVG. So it is not recommended to go for bitmap images, photos, and movies. So it is not expected for using this in SVG. But you can use it, but it is not applicable that it will not look as, and what is your expectation, the output will not be in that shape. So it can be handled in a way the diagram drawing shape or a text on top or a bitmap image. So this is basically what is exactly the scalable image is. Now how to write this is most important. So we will be writing into a body tag, and we will be starting writing a code with a called as an SVG. So this is an SVG tag, that is double-ended tag. So we have to start it and we have to end it. And there are some set of attributes you have to use for setting the size. For this example, you'll see that here we have set a size, just like a canvas. We have set a size for the purpose of displaying something into that. And when I click on this button, so animation will be starting over there. So same thing will be happening over here. We will be setting aside for SVG, that is scalable vector. So here the width is 100 by 100. So width 100 and height 100. And into this, I want to add something. So just like a canvas, we will be adding here something like circle. So I want to draw a circle. So circle attribute is there. And into this, we will be giving some coordinates, some attributes are there. So Cx is nothing but X coordinates, Cy is nothing but a Y coordinates, and R is nothing but the radius. So we will be going into detail how this circle will be drawn. But for the sake of execution of first example, I want to demonstrate you that we are drawing a circle with x-axis as 50, y-axis as 15, and the radius as 40. And stroke means what? I want to display a border with green color, and border size should be 4. And into that, I want to color with yellow. That is, the center part will be formulated, will be filled with the yellow color. So this is the thing I have written into SVG. And shall I go for the executing this code? Yes or no? Shall I go for executing the code? Yes, student?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am copying this code in front of you. just stopping it from executing. So I'm copying this part only. So before that, I will be moving toward this and see that I have already copied a skeleton for you, and I have pasted a skeleton into this. And into this body part, I will be displaying this SVG. So I am copying the code of SVG. It's nothing but the SVG has started, SVG has closed. The size of SVG in width and height. And here I want to display a circle with x coordinate as 50, y coordinate as 50, and radius should be 40. Border of the circle will be green color, and that border will be a 4 in size. Everything I have put it in the attributes. You can use a style attribute here, and I have filled it with yellow color. So I am saving it, and I am running in on a Chrome, and you will see the circle will be made available. See this, the circle is made available with a green color border with the width of 4 and a center color with yellow. So you want to get a size. So I will say as a background color of this to be a gray color. So this will be helping me to set. So see, it is not there. So I have to put it style is equal to, and to single quotes I'll be putting like this. So now it will be. So see the SVC. So I'm zooming it. So SVG size is in gray color, and into this center I am specifying a, a circle with border and with some effects. So is it clear to everybody that how we will be writing a code for SVG comparative to the what we call as canvas? Yes or no? Shall I move further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this example we have already covered. Now what is SVG exactly? We need to talk into detail. So SVG is nothing but SVG stands for scalable vector graphics, and it is used to define vector based graphics for the website. And second one, it is used to SVG defines the graphics in XML format. You have to keep in mind it is using XML only. In Canvas we were using JavaScript. Here we will be using XML only. So XML is used. Next one, the every element and every attribute in SVG files can be animated. So see, every element, whatever you write in SVG or whatever attribute you use in SVG can be set for animation. So you can animate anything that has been written in SVG. Then SVG is W3C recommended. You should know the standard has been written for SVG is from W3C, that is World Wide Web Consortium. And last one, that is SVG integrates with other W3C standards such as DOM and XSL. So XSL is extended scripting language, so schema language. So it is a part of XML. So you can use the SVG with the integration with W3 standards of DOM, that is Document Object Model, and XSL. Now, basically, when we talk about the advantage, we should know what exactly the advantages are. So SVG, some of the advantage I want to specify that the advantage of SVG over other image format, because basically it is used for the purpose of animation, and it is a small set of image that has been specified. So it is better preferred apart from JPG and GIF. So why it is more preferable than these two types of format? The first thing is that SVG images can be created and can be edited with any text editor. Just like JPG and JPG and GIF image, you cannot change, you cannot do something with this. So here you can do this, that you can create and you can edit any type of with any type of editor. Second one, SVG images can be searched, can be indexed, can be scripted, and can be compressed. So all operations related, just like a code, you can do with the images also using SVG image. Then SVG images are scalable, that is you can zoom in and zoom out, which is not possible in JPG and GIF image at the runtime. So here you can go for scalable, that sizing can be increased without changing the quality of an image. Then SVG images can be printed with high quality and with high resolution. So you can print it with the high quality and with a high resolution. And SVG images are zoomable. You can zoom in and zoom out, just like when we go for Google Chrome, you go for Google Maps. So what is that? That is nothing but your SVG. So I think many of you have used this Google Map. I think so, Google Map. So it is nothing but it is an example of SVG. Google Map, a runtime example that we will be seeing That is nothing but SVG. So I want to show you that the zooming and zoom out of any picture can be done with this one. Then SVG graphics do not lose any quality if they are zoomed. So see, this is most important, that the no quality will be lost whenever you are zooming that image. And SVG is an open standard. And last one, it is pure XML. It is open standard and it is not proprietary. Any person can use it, and it is purely based on XML. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I want
Yes,
your
sir.
reply. Yes or no? A real
Yes,
life
sir.
example is nothing but a Google map. You go on Google map. Google map is nothing but satellite images you see. It is once it is taken and it is being used by the people frequently. So it is one of the real. Just I want to show you this in a satellite view. So this is a satellite image already captured. It is already stored. Now here you will be working on X and Y coordinates. So see the current location, and when you go for zooming it, so see I want to specify my college. So you see this is an image, and when we are zooming it, the quality is not being compromised. Quality is not being compromised. So I'm zooming it as and when required. So see, so it is a main entrance you see, and see how we are getting it from satellite. So see a huge image, and you are moving. The quality is not that much. What we call as change as far as SVG is concerned. So this is one of the example, and you'll see it is nothing but an XML which is working backend with this Google what we call as images. Is it clear to everybody how is a real-time example of SVG? Yes or no? Is everyone getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this is one example that we have already seen here how we are drawing this one. Yes, I want to show you that you have to use this SVG, and into this SVG you will be drawing any type of shape. Now what all shapes can be drawn today? We will be going into detail about what all shapes can be drawn. So we can draw a rectangle using this rect tag. We can draw a circle using this circle tag. Now this rect tag is not an HTML. This is XML. See this. This is an XML. So rect is an XML tag. Circle is an XML tag. Same way, eclipse is an XML tag. Line, because this type of tags we have not seen in HTML. So that is why it is called an XML. Is a user-defined tags. What is XML? XML is extension of markup language, and here the tags can be written by any person. So these are the standards been specified already. W3C has written a standard. So whenever I'm using rect, means rectangle will be drawn. When I say circle, circle will be drawn. Eclipse, line, polyline, polygon, and path. So these are the basically 4 and 3, 5, 6, 7 types of tags, which will be helping us to draw different types of what you call as shapes on your SVG. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tejas. Rest. Rest. I want a reply. आपको समझ में आया ये? SVG is used for drawing something and you can draw it. Don't think about how this is being created or how this Google Map zooming is going on. We will not go into detail about how it is happening. But for us to know what is important, that we should be able to draw some shapes on a screen. Okay. So basically, these types of shapes can be drawn on SVG, and we will be moving towards creating a rectangle. Now, how to create a rectangle in SVG is very simple. We have to write this code into SVG. Here, very simple. We have set a size for SVG, that is width and height attribute is used for setting a size. And into this, we will be drawing a rectangle. So this is nothing but one of the tag. This is single-ended tag. It's an XML tag, rectangle. And the width I want to set for rectangle is width attribute 300 and height with 100. And I will be giving some style sheet for drawing, for giving some colors to this. So style, and I want to fill some color. So filling a color can be done with hexadecimal, with a color name, or with RGB format. मैंने पहले ही बताया कि यहाँ पर हम कुछ RGB format भी use कर सकते हैं, या फिर आप कोई रेडीमेड कलर भी यूज कर सकते, जस्ट लाइक दिस ब्लू कलर कैन बी सेट टू फिल. So filling is nothing but you are filling a color with RGB format. Stroke means what? I want to give some border to this. So already we have used this keywords into your canvas. So stroke will be giving width. So stroke width is one of the attribute I want to set so that the border will be a 3 and stroke will be given a color. So 000, this will be a color will be given to your rectangle for the purpose of giving a border. So I am just copying it and I will pasting it in front of you. So I'm just copying it, and here itself in this example, I'm just removing this SVG and here I am pasting this part. So see, it is very much clear in front of you that rectangle, and it is being not being displayed just like a body color in blue color. You will see everything is in black color because it is an XML. It is an XML. Now I'm saving it and I'm running it on a Chrome. Now you don't take attention how it has been drawn because XML standards are being specified. Now this tags will be helping us to display a rectangle. XML will be working because the standards are already known to the browser like Chrome. So Chrome will be helping us to display this in front of us. Okay, so blue color is this. Now here it is RGB00. I don't want to use RGB format. I want to use it. So I will be giving as orange color, and I want to give a border color somewhat a red in color. So you can use this type of features also. I'm saving it and the colors will be changed. Now is it clear to everybody that we have used this rectangle, that is rect, with width and height, with style? This is nothing but I'm giving a style sheet. That is, I want to fill a color with orange. I want to have a border with size 3, and I want to give color to the border, that is stroke is equal to, that is red color. And I'm getting output like this. So is it clear to everybody that how we are drawing a rectangle and SVG? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we move further? Yes
Yes.
or no?
Yes,
जाना
sir.
है? Okay. Now I want to explain the code just like a previous one. That is, the width and height attributes of rectangle are used to define the height and width of a rectangle. ये आपको बताने के लिए कि हमने ये क्यों लिखा है. So this will be shared. A style attribute is for the purpose of giving a style. That's why I have written a style. CSS will be followed for the purpose of fill is for filling the color. Width, stroke width is for giving a border, and stroke is for giving a color to the border. So I want to give some examples. So we'll be moving to, there are different types of properties been set. So you can use this property. So I just will go for executing the different types of output. So I'm copying a code, a ready-made code, and I'm pasting in against this SVG. So how special types of what we call as types of rectangle can we draw? So for that purpose, I have written, I am displaying this code in front of you. So the opacity is one of the set of code. So how it has been done? It's very simple. Here the rectangle is been set with 50 by 50. Width is 150, height is 150. X coordinates and Y coordinates are used for this. And I'm giving a style, that is fill. I want to set a blue color over there. Stroke means I want to give a border as pink color, and I want to fill a color with the blue. So these two attributes are for the purpose of a border and the colors. The border will be a size 5. Now here the fill opacity will be setting a color from 0 to 1. The number is the increased. If I'm saying 0.5, this means the darker will be the color. The less is the number from the, it will always start with 0. So if I'm saying 0.1, it means the color will be lighter in color. So opacity will be setting. If I'm setting it as 1, so the blue color will be dark blue color will be set. So this all features will be setting, looking into the what do we call as a CSS, but just for the purpose of sake that we will be setting the opacity for a stroke also and for the filling the colors also. So this is one example that we have displayed for the purpose of displaying some rectangle in front of you. Now different types of rectangle I want to show you. Here there is one more rectangle I want to specify, just like a previous example. Same with some feature like this. This is light one, and one more rectangle. Now here I have changed the border. The previous was somewhat different. Here I have changed it, and I want to show you how it has been changed. It is just with the help of what? Some more attributes you can add it. So Rx and Ry. So these type of attributes, if the number is increased, see this, if the number is increased, I want to show you in a live demonstration. So if the number is increased, so I'm saying 30 on x-axis and on 30 on y, so you will see it is moving. See this, the sharpness is again been diluted. If I'm changing it to 5, so if the number is minimum, the sharpness will be sharpness, that is the border will be more clarify. If the number goes on increasing, if I'm saying 50 by 50, so you will see, so I'm making 50 by 50 on x and y coordinates, so automatically it will be moving just to closer to the circles. So four attributes can be set as far as rectangle is concerned, that is x coordinates and y, from where you want to start. Okay, Rx and Ry will be specifying the width, that is your border circle. That is here I want to set, the more the number, the more curve will be there for your x and y coordinates. So this one width I want to set, the कितना लंबा मुझे लेके जाना है मेरे rectangle को, कितना height उसकी बढ़ानी. So four attributes are there. That is from which location you want to start your rectangle, and second one, width and height कितनी आपको चाहिए, ये दो वन. And third thing is that you can use Rx and Ry for changing the what you call as the corners of the rectangle. If it is not written, it will be a clear cut rectangle in front of you. Here I have said it because here height and width is same, that's why it is looking like a square. But we will consider as rect, there is no square like what do you call as a tag in XML. So you can change it into a square also by setting both values as x, that is height and width. If it is same, then it will be looking like a square. But when I say that is Rx and Ry, that is will be setting the board, that is a sharpness of the rectangle will be changed. So I think this is clear to everybody, yes or no? The four different types of attributes for the purpose. So this is nothing but a starting point. This is nothing but the width and height of a rectangle as the angles of your rectangle should be, if you want to make it yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now further, I want to show you some rounded, different types of rounded. So same, I am copying here and I am just not wasting your time. So here we will be pasting everything over here in SVG, and into this I will saving this one. So I will be refreshing this one. So let's see what is the effect I am getting. Oh, sorry. So I have to put it into SVG, then only it will be visible. Okay. So SVG is there, then only the effect will be there. Okay. So see, and this is the code what is specified. So x and y is nothing but a starting point and height and width. And when you set Rx and Ry value, you can change the shape of your rectangle like this. Okay. So here I am changing the values from 5 to 10, 10 to 15. You will see this, automatically the shape will be changing. Is it clear to everybody? The rectangle, is it clear to everybody how the rectangles have been drawn? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we move further now for circle? Okay. Now I want to set up for the circle. Now how to draw a circle? The tag name is circle. And again, it has Cx and Cy value and a radius. Cx and Cy value. The Cx and Cy attribute defines the x and y coordinates of the center of the circle. Center of the circle x and circle y values. So if Cx and Cy are omitted, the circle center is set as 0. The circle center is set as 0 by 0. The R defines the radius. So here I will be copying this one and I will be pasting here into my this example. See, we have this SPG in front of you, and into this SPG, I have written this code. If you don't write SVG, the output will not be displayed. So I am saving it, and here you will see that is CX and CY value. R for radius. Stroke, I want to display the border that is in black color. I want to make the border as 3 in size, and I want to fill the circle with red color. So all these attributes are there, and I am running this into my browser, and you will see the output will be displayed. So the code what we have written is the same what output we are getting. So here we are getting a black color border and a red color filled into that rectangle, and the size of the border will be a 3 in size. And here I am saying a 50 by 50. Okay. If I don't give this one, see, the top position will be considered. Okay. So this is most important. These two attributes are CX and CY will be helping us to display the output in exact location. So is it clear to everybody how the circle is drawn in XML, CSV, SVG? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
सर रिपीट करा ना परत.
Yes. पुन्हा एकदा सांगू का?
रिपीट करा ना सर. हाँ.
Okay. Now this is what the circle is, and circle requires 3 coordinates. Starting point. Starting point means I want to show you in a paint. So paint, whenever any circle is drawn, exact center location is not been defined. तो हमें कहाँ से चालू करना है वो मैं बताता हूँ. तो अब एज्यूम करेंगे कि हमारा ये SVG है. ओके. और हमें एक सेंटर में निकालना है. सो आई वांट टू ड्रॉ अ सर्कल एट द सेंटर जस्ट लाइक दिस वन. So I want to, what I require is that I want some basic coordinate, that is a center location. और center location के लिए आपको चाहिए उसका exact location, ये कहाँ पर है. So see at the bottom the pixels are been written. So here I will be requiring the x coordinate. So here we call it as CX, that is circle X, and CY, central circle के center का coordinates. And what is this central circle coordinate? This here at center you will see this is been specified. ये यहाँ पर जो है पॉइंट कहाँ पर है उसका. So I want to set this one. So this is the center point, and this is center points will be set. This is CX and CY. और उसकी width कितनी चाहिए? That is nothing but your diameter. So that is nothing but a third coordinate. If it is there, then only the circle will be displayed. तो ये 3 कोऑर्डिनेट्स आपको यूज करने पड़ते हैं. CX is circle X coordinates, circle Y coordinates, R is nothing but the radius. So 3 coordinates are basically required for drawing a circle, and the name of XML tag is circle. This is XML tag circle. और ये कुछ स्टाइल शीट्स मुझे देना है. सो मुझे बॉर्डर को ब्लैक कलर देना है, बॉर्डर को 3 की साइज चाहिए, और बॉर्डर का कलर यानी बॉर्डर के अंदर वाला जो कलर है वो रेड होना चाहिए. सो आई हैव रिटन दिस स्टाइल शीट, एंड हियर यू कैन यूज इट directly because these attributes are made available for you. आप एट्रीब्यूट से भी उसको इफेक्ट दे सकते हैं, या फिर अनदर स्टाइल है जिससे भी हम दे सकते हैं. तो ये जब हम रन करने के लिए जाएंगे, यू विल सी दिस कलर विल बी लाइक दिस, द आउटपुट विल बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ. इज इट क्लियर टू यू व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग दिस 3 एट्रीब्यूट्स? अगर आपने ये नहीं भी लिखा, तो देखेंगे क्या आउटपुट आ रहा है. ओनली सर्कल विल बी ड्रॉन इन फ्रंट ऑफ, ओनली सर्कल विथ X and Y coordinate, and by default the color will be black. और मुझे कुछ effects देने हैं. In those situation you can give this effects for the purpose of getting excellent output. तो ये मैं रिफ्रेश करने के बाद ये कुछ effect आपको दे सकते हैं. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. अभी आप बोलेंगे सर यहाँ पर जो लिखा है स्ट्रोक, ये एट्रीब्यूट्स है, ये अगर आपको नहीं चाहिए, आपको नहीं यूज करना, यू कैन यूज लाइक दिस. तो मैं एक एग्जांपल लेता हूँ सर्कल का, और मैं सर्कल को यहाँ पर मेरे एग्जाम्पल के अंदर में उसको पेस्ट कर देता हूँ. तो यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है कि ये पहला वाला जो सर्कल है थोड़ा अलग है, एंड नेक्स्ट वन आई वांट टू मेक इट सम चेंज. सो लाइक दिस. तो इसको मैं कमेंट में डाल देता हूँ. सो गिविंग अ कमेंट इज वेरी सिंपल. इट इज नॉट साइन लेस एंड आई एम क्लोजिंग हियर एट द एंड. सो ओके, सो दिस पार्ट विल बी इन कमेंट. नाउ हियर आई डोंट वांट टू यूज दिस एट्रीब्यूट. सो मुझे स्टाइल शीट यूज करना है. तो इन दो सिचुएशन यू कैन राइट एट्रीब्यूट लाइक for the circle X and Y coordinates are there, and style sheet can be set just like a previous one. Stroke यानी आपको बॉर्डर को कलर कौन सा देना है, मुझे यहाँ पर देना बॉर्डर को रेड कलर, तो मैं यहाँ पर रेड लिख रहा हूँ. मुझे उसकी साइज विड्थ होनी चाहिए, मुझे 4 चाहिए, 4 आई एम पुटिंग ओवर हियर, उसकी बॉर्डर की साइज 4 होनी चाहिए, और मुझे अंदर में कलर देना है सायन कलर. ओके. So you can put this into a style sheet into double quotes and see this. The circle is single ended tag, यानी आपने उसको चालू कर दिया, आपको बंद करने के लिए उसको फॉरवर्ड स्लैश देके उसको बंद करना है. I am saving the code and I am running it on a Chrome. You will see the output will be displaying me this one. Red color border with size 4 and a sign color being filled over there. So you can use either a attribute or you can use this into a style attribute. Choice is yours. Is it clear to everybody how to draw a circle and how to fill a color? In two ways. One by directly using the attributes, and second way by using a style attribute. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
मैं थोड़ा फास्ट में कुछ एग्जांपल्स देता हूँ, मुझे दिखाना है कुछ. तो फास्ट में हम सर्कल को, अलग अलग सर्कल्स को ड्रॉ करेंगे. आई एम सेविंग दिस वन and here I am running this, that I want to make some changes into the border style. So see, I want to make a change into border. तो पहला वाला जो था वो सिर्फ राउंडेड था, अब ये मैं डॉटेड देना है. So you can use this with the help of style sheet, that is stroke dash array 10 by 50. तो CSS में जब आप जाएंगे तो ये डिटेल में आप उसको इफेक्ट्स को देख सकते हैं. So here you can get an output like this, a dashed array, dashed stroke, that is a border will be with dash one. और प्रीवियस वाले में कैसा था, ये था. इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीबडी? यस और नो? Okay. So if I don't want to give any color, if I don't want to give a color, so here in this example I am giving it, changing the code little bit, and I am pasting over here, and then I move for this execution. So the strokes will be not, only the green color will be there. So only stroke, that is I don't want to show the border, and I want to fill a color with red color. So red color can be set just like here, and the circle will be in front of you. It's very simple to understand. Now one example I want to give to you, multiple examples are there, but this I want to be very much clear. So I am drawing two circles, one with another, being embedded with one another, and I will be using borders also, that is a stroke. I want to give some colors to the circle also, and I want to make some opacity. So I'm running it on my Chrome, and you will see the two circles are being integrated with one another. Okay, two circles are being integrated with one another. The more the opacity, let us. So you can draw this type of what do you call as circles with the help of this single, what do you call as circle attribute. The more the circle you want to draw, the more what do you call as XML circles you have to use for the purpose of displaying something. Okay, is it clear to everybody in the circle section? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now next one is eclipse. Now eclipse is element is used to create a eclipse. I think I will be showing how eclipse has been drawn. So you can use this ready-made what you call as XML tag, that is the eclipse. And again there is X and Y coordinates, you can set it, and RX and RY. This is for the purpose of radius. And here you will see that is CX and CY. It was CX and CY. So, yeah, I will show you. So RX and RY, same with rectangle, can be used with eclipse. Now what exactly the eclipse is? We'll copy this code and we'll show you what exactly the eclipse is. So you can use this into your SVG. So I'm removing this SVG because SVG you have to write everything into SVG tag. Then only the output will be visible for you. So I've written it, I have saved it, and I have run it into a Chrome, and you'll see the eclipse will be drawn. So eclipse is somewhat different. It's just like a egg-like shape, and you can draw this type of shapes with the help of eclipse. This is nothing but what you call as a tag. You can use it with CX, that is a starting point, X and Y coordinates. Its width, that is X coordinates range, कितना लंबा आपको बनाना है as far as X coordinate is concerned and Y coordinates is concerned. ध्यान में रखना है, it is CX, CY, it is RX and RY. These are the four attributes you have to use. And this is nothing but a style sheet. If you want to give some colors to that, you can use any type of style sheet. Okay. So for you to know about Eclipse is that the four parameters are required for Eclipse, that is CX, CY, and RX, RY. The four attributes are required for the purpose of Eclipse. Is it clear to everybody? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no? Okay. So what is exactly CX? CX is X coordinate of center of the eclipse. CY is nothing but the Y coordinates of the center of the eclipse. And what is RX? RX is nothing but RX attribute stands for horizontal radius, and RY stands for vertical radius. Okay. So RX stands for horizontal radius, and VX stands for RX stands for horizontal radius, and VRY stands for vertical radius. So these four parameters you have to keep in mind as far as eclipse is concerned. Yes or no? Shall I move further now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when I want to draw a line, when I want to draw a line, you will see there is x1, y1, x2, y2. So you can give the attribute name as x1, y1, x2, y2. And this x1, y1 will be the starting point कहाँ से आपको line draw करनी है, and what is x2, y2 will be the end point of from where do you want to stop the line to be drawn. So these four parameter you have to write as x1, y1, x2, y2, and you can write in attribute or in an element called as a line. So then only the line will be drawn. And if you want to give some colors to that, you can use a CSS for the purpose of drawing or giving a color to the CSS to your line. So I'm copying this code and I'm pasting over here in the paste in the area of SVG, and this is nothing but a line, and with x1, y1 coordinates, x2, y2 coordinates, and this is nothing but a style sheet I want to give to that. So the width of this, that is the broadness of that line, will be a 2. So I'm running this on a Chrome, and you see the line is drawn from the top to the bottom. And here the color is been set with this one, so RGB. So I can give it color as I want to give it as uh, green color. So I will be giving as green. So stroke means what? It is color to this line. So green color will be set to my line. And if you want to increase the width of this, so just width, stroke width will be set to 8 number. So the more the number, the width will be increased as far as the line is concerned. Is it clear to everybody how this line is been drawn using these four coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2? Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
polygon means what? The shape will have multiple set of what we call as angles. The poly means many. Poly means many. So the polygon element is used to create a graphic that contain at least minimum. So triangle. So it has three corners. Square or rectangle, it has four angles. So you can use a poly that is at least three, कम से कम three sides उसके पास होंगे, and the shape can be used. The polygon are made of a straight lines and the shape is closed. So polygon contains some parameter like this. So 200, 10, 250, 190, 160, 210. And these are the only three, minimum three shapes, coordinates I have given. And into this, I am filling some style. So I want to give some color. So there is a lime color. I want to give a border that is stroke as purple color. And I want to give a border size as 1. So these three attributes I have written into style. And I'm copying a code of polygon XML tag, and I'm pasting into my this section of my body, saving this and running it, and we'll see how this polygon can be drawn. Okay, so poly means at least three, and it is not a you can say because minimum three coordinates should be given. So that means only three coordinates. And see, there is a space being given into two different coordinates. So first x1 y1 space x2 y2 space x3 y3. Now another example I want to specify that I want to draw a different shape, that is a star shape. So I'm copying it and I'm pasting over here. One second, copying and I am pasting over here. So this will be taking first x and y coordinate, second x and y coordinate, third x and y coordinate, fourth x and y coordinate, and fifth x and y coordinate. So my the shape will be containing at least 5 angles into my output. So I'm running on a probe, and you see the star is displayed in front of me. So 5 different angles are being set. First, so this is my first triangle, second triangle, third triangle, fourth triangle, fifth triangle. Is it clear to everybody how this shape is been drawn? A star shape with taking the help of these coordinates. Yes. Yes, a poly means more than one angles. Okay. Now, next one, that is, if you want to write something in a text format, as far as SVG is concerned, you can use the tag called as a text. You can use a text called as a text, and this is a starting point. That is, x and y coordinates will be nothing but a starting point, and whatever text you want to give a color to the text, you can say fill with that color, and you have to write this into this text. So it is double-ended text. So previously, whatever examples we have seen, that is whether it is a polygon or whether it is a line, you see that this was single-ended text. The starting is was there, and for the purpose of ending, you were giving forward slash. But here you have to make a change. That is, you have a starting. It is a double-ended text. That is, you have to give some attributes at the starting point, and at the end part, that is forward slash that text. The content whatever you will be writing will be given, will be displayed at this x and y coordinate, and will be given a color like this, a fill as a red. So here I want to copy this part, and what the thing I want to display here is on SVG. So text can be displayed with the help of SVG, and we'll go for demonstrating the output. So it's very simple. This is SVG. Okay, so you can display with the help of SVG and see it is an image. It is an image. Okay, so you can draw a text, you can write anything into the text. And one more thing is that if you want to have some animation effects, so there are ready-made attributes are also available. So I'm just pasting it and I'm running it. So see, the animation effect is tilting that text content, because this is ready-made attributes. These are the part of jQuery's, that is rotate functions will be rotating the text content. That is, this is SVG as far as the text is concerned. So for the previous example, this is very simple for us. A text attribute, that is text tag starting and ending, and whatever you write into the text tag, that will be displayed on a screen at the specific location of x and y coordinate, and the color you want to set it, that will be set with the help of the attribute called as a fill. Is it clear to everybody? Text. Yes. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Baki ka rest, I want a feedback from all the students. Are you getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, जब तक आप बोलेंगे मुझे समझ में मेगा, आर यू गेटिंग इट? मनीषा,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
गौरव, देवयानी, दीपाली.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, अतुल समजलं का तुला? Now the next one is stroke. Okay, next one is stroke property. Now stroke can be given in various ways. Stroke means what? Whenever we are drawing something, the strokes can be set. The stroke, there is stroke width, stroke line cap, and stroke dash area. So this is a special property, that is stroke properties can be used for the purpose of displaying something. So I will just copy this, and this you can use in path. Now what exactly the path is? Path is nothing but just like a line, what is called as here we will be using this g dot fill, and the path will be helping us to set a path. And for the using this path, we require some stroke. So I just go for running this one. You'll get an out what exactly the path is. Okay. So just like line, you can use a path for the drawing some special type of lines, and this can be set with the help of stroke. So if the width, if you want to increase the size of your what you call as a line, that we call it as a path, you can use it. You can use this with the attribute called as a stroke width. Line cap is, we'll have an examples of this, how this line cap will be used. A dash array. So different types of line can be drawn. Different types of line can be drawn. So this is a simple line. With help of path, you can draw a simple line called as a stroke with red color, black color, and this is nothing but a dimension. So M520. So this is a number been given. So just remember, this is for the purpose of only explanation. Just you just understand how these attributes will be helping us as far as stroke is concerned. So stroke, single stroke, if you are giving, the colors can be specified. If I'm saying stroke width, this means this attribute will be helping us to increase the size of a path. That is, the line size will be increased. That is 2, 4, and 6. And a line cap, the different types of lines can be drawn. That one is butt, one is round, one is square. So you can change the color of what you call the size of a line also. So the second example, I want to copy it and I want to show you as far as SPG is concerned. So when I run this, lines will be drawn, and you see the lines will be in two different formats. So here, these are nothing but a path, and as and when I am changing, that is, these are the values of the diameters. That is, uh, it is M5 is a type of what you call as a line, 20, 1, 2, 1, 5, and 0. The four parameters I will be sharing in detail what exactly it stands for. But what is important is that you can change the size, that is 2, 4, and 6. The width of your path will be increased. And second one, I want the shape. So you see, it is a square. So see, it is square at the bottom border at the end point. Here it is rounded, and here again it is a square, but it is somewhat changed. So you can use it. But this is an attribute value called as a but. So you will see it is just like it is being cut. That is a but rounded, and the fourth one is square. So this type of four, that is line cap, can be used for giving separate colors or separate shapes to your path. That is nothing but your line. One more example I want to specify, that is, you if you want to make a dashed type of effect, so you can use your here, and the dash type of effect can be added to your path also. So here I'm saving it and I'm refreshing the page. So see, the different types of lines can be drawn. So if you're seeing dash array, so the 5, 5 means what? The 5 will be displayed, and this again 5 will be not displayed. So alternates will be there. So the more the number, the more the gap will be there. Okay. So this is again being possible with the help of dash one. And now think this is more than enough for you to understand about SVG. University people, we are only expecting that you should be familiar with what exactly the scalable vector graphics is. It, what are the different things you can draw with the help of SVG, and how it is more benefit apart from your JPG and GIF image. That is, you can alter the image, you can zoom in and zoom out the images as and when required. Is it clear to you? And I think this is the end of the chapter one. Only two things are there. One is installation of your Apache is there. We have already covered in the last semester, I think, how to install Apache, but the videos will be shared to you how the Apache will be installed on your PC for the purpose of further execution of server-side programming language. And second one is the compatibility. So we'll share in the next lecture how this compatibility will be helping us, and how this the different flavors of various browsers, that is Chrome, Edge, Safari, Opera, this type of operating system, how this will be upgrading themselves as far as compatibility is concerned. That is only the thing. That is a theoretical part. No question will be asked on that one. Is it clear to you, everyone? Is it clear to you that is we have completed with the syllabus of uh, what you call as chapter one, that is HTML5, and I think we have done ample number of example as far as HTML5 is concerned. Yes or no? Any doubts? Any question? कुछ पूछना है किसको? कल का टेस्ट क्विज मेरे ख्याल से yesterday we have completed a test, and I think everyone has got the result on a mail also yesterday itself. Any doubts? Yes, any doubts? Any question? Yes. Yes, reply me, please, so that we can move for the second chapter tomorrow itself. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
नो डाउट सर।
ओरली डोंट हाँ ओरली सब बताओ मुझे। यस और सबके तरफ से जब आवाज आएंगे तब हम सेकंड चैप्टर के लिए जाएंगे। यस आकाश यू आर गेटिंग, दानिश आर यू गेटिंग इट, दीपाली, देवयानी,
Yes, sir.
ओके, कोमल,
Yes, sir.
कृष्णा, चैप्टर 1 सबकी
Yes,
तरफ
sir.
से एनी वन रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, कोई भी एक बंदा मुझे बता दो कि क्लियरली कि वी हैव कंप्लीटेड, वी आर ऑल गेटिंग एवरीथिंग एंड वी नीड टू गो टू द चैप्टर 2, तभी मैं चैप्टर 2 को जाऊंगा। एनी वन रिप्रेजेंटेटिव फ्रॉम योर क्लास, कोई भी एक आगे आके बोल दो तभी मैं आगे जाऊंगा, अदरवाइज आई विल अगेन स्टार्ट विद चैप्टर 1। बोलो मेगा।
सर हो गया, कंप्लीट हो गया पूरा।
ओके मेगा, एनी रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बोलो कुछ। यस मेगा, आई वांट योर रिप्लाई एज अ क्लास रिप्रेजेंटेटिव।
Sir, no doubt.
To CSS and we'll go into detail about CSS. So till then, take care and have a good day.
Thank you, sir.